It happened in the 12th century. A truly remarkable event. The village of Woolpit in Suffolk, England was the scene. Villagers were busy with their harvest. Suddenly, something extraordinary occurred. Near some ancient wolf-trapping pits, two children appeared. They were a boy and a girl, but these were no ordinary children. Their presence would baffle people for centuries to come. What could this strange arrival mean? Their skin was the most shocking thing. It was a distinct, vibrant green color. Imagine the surprise of the local people. Their clothes were also very strange, made of a material nobody recognized. The children spoke a language too, but it was a language no one understood. They seemed frightened and confused, lost in a world that was not their own. How did they get there? So far from anywhere familiar. The villagers were understandably astonished. Some were scared, others deeply curious. What were these green-skinned beings? The children were eventually taken in. They found shelter at the home of a local landowner. His name was Sir Richard de Calne. He lived at Wilkes. He tried to care for them. But communication was a huge problem. The barrier of language was strong, and their diet was another puzzle for everyone involved. For many days the children refused all food. They seemed to be starving, yet they turned away every meal offered. Then the villagers brought in freshly harvested beans, specifically raw broad beans still in their pods. The children eagerly ate these. For a long time this was all they would consume. This strange preference only added to their mystery. Were they human at all, or something else entirely? The strange new life in Woolpit was hard, especially for the young boy. He seemed more distressed than his sister. He was often sad and listless. Perhaps the shock was too much for him. His health began to fail quite quickly. Despite the care he received, he grew weaker. Sadly, not long after their arrival, the boy died. This left the girl all alone. She was the only one left, the sole keeper of their secret. The girl, however, began to adapt. She was resilient, it seemed. Slowly, she started to eat other foods, bread and other common medieval fare. As her diet changed, something remarkable happened. Her green skin began to fade. Gradually, it lost its unusual green tint. It became a more normal human color. This transformation was just another layer, another part of this incredible unfolding story. She was becoming one of them. She was eventually baptized into the Christian faith. This was a common practice at the time. It marked her acceptance into the community. She also began to learn the English language. It must have been a slow process. Imagine trying to learn a new language, especially in such strange circumstances. But she managed it. This opened a door to her past and possibly to an explanation. What would she reveal about her origins? Historical records suggest she lived for some years. She worked as a servant in Sir Richard's household. Some historians even think they know her name. They suggest she was called Agnes Barr. It's said she later married a man from King's Lynn in Norfolk. Her life became more ordinary on the surface, but the mystery of her green beginnings never faded. It remained a local legend for years. Once the girl could speak English, she told her story. It was a tale as strange as her appearance. She said she and her brother came from a land called St. Martin's Land. This was not a place anyone had heard of. It was a subterranean world, she explained. A world of perpetual twilight. No bright sun ever shone there. Instead, a soft, dim light illuminated everything. It sounded like a fairy tale. Life in St. Martin's Land was different. According to the girl, all the inhabitants were green, just like she and her brother had been. They lived in this shadowy, green-tinged world. It was all they had ever known. The concept of a bright, sunlit land was alien to them. Their home sounds like an eerie, mystical place, a stark contrast to the fields of Suffolk. This story only deepened the intrigue surrounding her. How did they leave this strange land? The girl explained this too. One day they were herding their father's cattle. They heard a loud, captivating sound, like the ringing of bells, she described. They followed this intriguing noise. It led them into a cave, a long passage. They wandered through the darkness for a long time. Then suddenly they emerged. They were blinded by the bright sunlight of Woolpit. They were lost and terrified. The sudden transition was overwhelming. From their dim world to the vibrant English countryside, it must have been a shocking experience. The medieval writers who recorded this tale noted it carefully. Ralph of Coggeshall, an abbot, wrote about it. So did William of Newburgh, a historian. Both lived in the late 12th and early 13th centuries. Their accounts are why we know this story today. They preserved this incredible medieval mystery. So who were these green children? Many theories have tried to explain them. Some are quite down to earth. One idea is that they were lost Flemish children. Flemish immigrants had settled in England. They faced persecution around that time. Perhaps the children were orphans, fleeing conflict. They got lost, disoriented, and speaking only Flemish. Their strange clothes could have been Flemish style. This is a very human explanation. Other theories are more fantastical. Some suggest the story is just a folk tale, a legend passed down through generations. Perhaps it symbolizes a meeting of different worlds. Or maybe it was an allegory for something else. Then there are the more outlandish ideas. Could they have been alien visitors, beings from another planet accidentally stranded on Earth? This idea excites many people even today. It taps into our fascination with the unknown. Another strange theory involves the hollow Earth. Some people once believed the Earth was hollow and that other civilizations lived inside it. Could the children have come from this inner world, St. Martin's Land being a part of it? Then there are scientific attempts to explain their green skin. One possibility is chlorosis, a type of iron deficiency anemia. It can give the skin a greenish tint. Malnutrition could certainly cause this. Arsenic poisoning has also been suggested by some, though this is less likely, especially as the girl recovered and lived. The green color faded as her diet improved. This supports the malnutrition theory, but no single theory fully satisfies everyone. The green children of Woolpit remain an enigma. Were they simply lost, malnourished refugees, or were they visitors from somewhere far more mysterious? The story continues to fascinate. It makes us wonder about the unknown.